Now, Katrina's here, of course, to launch off a BlackBerry phone, and an important one in the BlackBerry portfolio, because I think this is a phone which for the first time truly is serious value for money. It really isn't skimping on features and power, and yet I think the price point is great. Let's take a look at this phone, and then we'll come back and see what Katrina thinks of this brand new BlackBerry phone.
BlackBerry is on a new roll. First, the 8520 was the first real economy BlackBerry that didn't skimp on features. Then came the massive price drop for BlackBerry phones in the Indian market. And now comes the next generation of BlackBerry phones that have great features at a great price. This is the next generation of the 8520 and it's called the 9220. By now, we know what a BlackBerry looks like, and this one is no different. The 2.4-inch screen is bright and clear and much better than the 8520. Right below are the 4 clickable keys surrounding the optical trackpad. The keyboard is always a plus point with the BlackBerry. The keys are well spaced, ensuring easy typing. The back is plasticky, which is also host to a 2-megapixel camera. Not the best one served though. This one too gives a miss to the front camera. The ports are well placed with power button and a 3.5mm jack on the top. The right has a neatly engraved volume rocker and a camera key. The bottom comes with a speaker grill, and along with the USB on the left, it comes with a shortcut BBM key, which is an all-new addition. Cool, isn't it? The BlackBerry 9220 is also the first one to have the FM radio, and this time the company ensures not to get any battery complaints with a 1450 mAh power. The device runs on the latest 7.1 OS, but being 2G, it doesn't have the mobile hotspot, which comes with the upgrade. It does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth for connectivity. BBM becomes more cool and colorful as 7.1 adds animated avatars and new color chat bubbles. And if you already have the Curve 9360 or the Curve 9380, then updating to 7 will unlock the FM radio app, which has been hiding in your phone this whole time. The 9220 performs well in browsing and doesn't disappoint you with speed. It comes with a 32GB expandable memory. The 9220 flaunts everything you want your BlackBerry to have, and at under 10,000 rupees, it makes it the most affordable berry to be eaten.
And while this new phone from BlackBerry is pretty good, RIM as a company has been going through some turmoil and problems. We got a chance to catch up with Carlo Sciarollo, Senior Vice President, Handheld Product Management, BlackBerry. BlackBerry has lost a lot of its momentum and has some missteps along the way.
The reality is we missed a cycle, right, with some of the LTE infrastructure. That also would have driven probably a little faster OS development as well. That would have been needed, and you know, when you miss a cycle, you got to play a little bit of momentum gathering again, right, in some of those markets.
BlackBerry isn't innovating anymore, but only playing a catch-up game with the others.
That makes me feel very bad, right? When I feel, you know, and I've heard from different customers as well when they make that statement, and where they have a strong allegiance and they love certain things, but they're lacking others. You know, what I can tell you is I'm committed, right, from a smartphone perspective, that as we start the journey with BlackBerry 10. That those disqualifiers, those things that people feel like they haven't had the ability to have, those won't be there.
Congratulations, great launch of a phone from within BlackBerry and phones that come from within BlackBerry. Is this something that you think could be another sensation, great price point and great features?
I think so, and you know, I think for me, obviously I'm not in the marketing side or in the more technical side of you know, the business. It's more, I kind of see my brands, I see things that I'm associated with just from a consumer point of view.
Right.
And you know, actually someone in the launch today asked the question, you know, there are other phones, how are you planning to compete with other phones that have even higher end specifications on them? You know, I think it's about the experience that you get with it, and I think a lot of us find the BlackBerry and the BBM experience very personal and very special.
True.
So I think that's really what you look at. It's not always about sometimes having 20,000 things on one handset, you know.
Yeah, it's not the specs and how many
Yeah.
megahertz and how many megapixels. It's really the whole entire thing and what it
Yeah.
gives you as an experience.
Yeah.
You actually took a very important point, and that's BBM. It's become really their forte, a very, very strong feature. And they've taken that ahead in this phone.
Yeah.
Colored bubbles and, different kind of animated avatars. But is this something that you think also would be something you personally will get a far better experience from them?
BBM?
Yeah.
I think so. There's a new feature on the phone which is a quick access. It's the button that takes you straight to the BBM, so you don't have to go through the menu. I think it's really catching on, especially here in India. I think people are really finding it as a way to stay in touch and stay in contact with your friends, with the people from your close circle. It's not something maybe you want everybody to be in contact with you on, but your friends, your family, your inner circle of people. I think everyone's finding it very helpful, actually. I think it's something which is really helping you kind of feel a connect to home when you're away.
Now, this is one question I ask every celebrity whoever is on our show, and that is that if a company like BlackBerry, for instance, comes to you and says that, okay, now we have the BlackBerry Katrina Kaif version of a phone. The one feature, which of course, if BlackBerry you do this, part of the royalty should come to me too. But if that happens, what's the one feature that would differentiate the Katrina Kaif phone from everybody else? Besides the fact that it would be a very nice looking phone.
It would have very interesting versions of Scrabble.
Really?
Yes.
Is that a passion?
It is, yeah. I
Really?
love
So do you
playing
play
Scrabble
well?
online.
So
Do I play well? I don't know. That's debatable.
All right. Okay, great. So as always, wonderful to have you on the show, and best of luck on all your
Thank
future
you so
ventures,
much.
including the Katrina Kaif BlackBerry phone. I will be first in line if it ever comes out.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Do you have the IndyTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at indytvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.